we decided to pursue a quick sort of 24-hour adventure here down into the Seven Lakes Basin.
The A-team hits the PCT once again.
The A-team on the PCT. Oh yeah, in California this time. We decided to pursue a quick sort of 24-hour adventure here. Trail's going to lead us southbound down into the Seven Lakes Basin. We noticed right away that it was hotter here, starting at the hotter time of day also. It's nice to be back on the Pacific Crest Trail, and we'll see how we go here in the Shasta National Forest. We had originally considered going deeper into the Trinity Alps, but it sort of ran out of time. You could see some smoke still lingering there from some area wildfires, but we're told that at least for this area, this is the least smoke that they've had over the last month or two, so good time to be here. Today is September 27th, and Anthony and I are in the middle of a little 24-hour adventure here. We started from the Gumboot Trailhead in the Shasta National Forest and followed the Pacific Crest Trail southbound for a couple of miles before branching off onto a jeep road and dipping down into the Seven Lakes Basin here, where I believe it's Upper Seven Lake, and enjoyed a very quiet night after so much river noise along the Rogue River. It's quite a different experience to have the silence of this lake basin here last night. Didn't get too cold, fortunately. Nice and comfortable. Sun's in the process of rising up, and another bright sunny day here. For once, we have not had any rain on our trip, both the last trip and apparently this trip, so we're gonna maybe explore some of the other lakes before we hike back the way we came, and maybe find a little shortcut up to the Pacific Crest Trail to avoid some wide switchbacks on the Jeep track, and we'll see how we go. Right after I recorded that last little video this morning, I did something to my upper back that discouraged me from getting out and exploring this morning. So I've just been relaxing, reading a book here next to the lake and admiring the scenery, while Anthony has been out exploring a little bit and hopefully seeing some of the other lakes. We're looking to enjoy some lunch here at the lake before we hike back to the car and enjoy our stay that way. Perfect weather though. even if this chipmunk is trying to scope out my food here. Not for you, little buddy. Did you see anything interesting?
Sure. Echo Lake was pretty.
With Boulder Lake reflecting off?
Kind of, yeah. It was posted, no trespassing. I walked down the shoreline, you know, on this side, which is where I approached from.
Yeah.
Kind of like I came in from the top end. I walked down the shoreline and looked down, you know, until I could see the whole shoreline and see if there was something like, you know, some kind of development along the shoreline or people. And I was like, I didn't see anything. So I was like, well, fine. So I went kind of around the back side of the lake. There was some, kind of like right where the cliff was coming down.
You mean like a developed campsite?
Any kind of development, you know, a house or a road or whatever. I just was like looking for anything. Some sign of people being there.
Oh, okay. But
someone to care if I was trespassing or not, essentially.
But you didn't see anything like that?
I didn't see anything like that, and so I went around to the, you know, kind of the far side at the top of the lake where the rocks were coming down into the water, and, you know, so where it dropped off.
Sure.
And got deep quickly, so I could, you know, kind of jump in the water and get out again and sit on this, you know, the sunny rocks for a few minutes.
Nice.
And so I did that, and then as I was leaving, well, actually, as I was sitting there on the rocks, I could see that there was like some kind of a gate, like a red gate, and then
on the other side?
Yeah, on the far side of the lake. If this was the, you know, the lake, I had come at it from like here and walked down the shore a little bit and then went around here. And so I was back here. And so across here, there was like a gate. And then upon closer inspection, I saw there was like a boat.
Oh, wow.
On the, like just on the beach. Like kind of like ready to take out on the water, but there was nobody around it.
No sign of people, yeah.
And then when I started walking back around the end of the lake, I saw there was a little house back in there also.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, looked like a little, almost like an A-frame or something. I didn't get close enough to get a good look at it. It wasn't very big, and my guess it was unoccupied.
But I know, yes I know.
After we finished lunch, some wildfire smoke definitely blew in to the Seven Lakes Basin. Fortunately, we've only got a steep but short climb to get back to the saddle and over to the other side where hopefully we can still catch a glimpse of the Trinity Alps. With the change in the wind today, Mount Shasta is barely visible through the smoke there. So that's quite a change from yesterday. Here in the Trinity mountain range along the PCT, just south of the Gumboot Trailhead. And looking west, the Trinity Alps that were visible yesterday. Nevertheless, I always enjoy a ridgeline walk with the views unfolding in both directions.
On the next Backpacker Diaries.
Up above the 2,000 foot level here on the Buckeye Trail south of Big Sur. A couple of trails that skirt the ocean side of the range are both open, with a few backcountry campgrounds to choose from as well. The trail conditions beyond Silver Camp get pretty sketchy. That's the main trail issue that would prevent me from trying to do the loop all the way around Silver Peak. So I made it across the first little slippery slope here, but nothing guaranteeing that I'll not end up down in the creek there. The storm system that I was waiting for finally caught up with me. There was a wild animal outside my tent at around 2:30.